What's good, people, and welcome to what's either going to be a clip in my Master in the Market series or a standalone market update for the week commencing whatever the date is. So it's currently Sunday, and I'm about to do my own market analysis for what I want to see and what I'm looking to play out in the markets this week. So I thought, let me just record the video. As I'm recording trading content now, it'll be good for me to just record this as it's my insights and can document what I'm looking for this week. However, what I wanted to say is, first of all, I don't think there's going to be many trades placed this week, just because I believe we're currently in a period of time where, for my trading strategy and how I trade, there's a lot of things I'm waiting for to happen. I'm waiting for markets to get to certain places now to react off of it, and I'm waiting for that on like the daily time frame or the weekly time frame. So it's going to be a moment until I think I can place a trade, unless something happens drastically this week. I don't believe I'm going to really be getting into a trade, but let's get straight into this video. On Euro USD, I've already got it marked out. What I'd like to see is a retracement into this zone here, this area here, probably this. I could refine this and make it this structure point here, these wicks here. I would like to see a retracement into here and then a break of structure. So for example, I'd like to see boom, 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 boom before I get into a trade, or the exact same thing at this point, boom, 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 basically, before I get into a trade. I don't know what just happened there, but anyway, that's what I'd like to see on Euro USD, because I believe from Trump winning the election, the US dollar is about to be very strong, in my opinion, short term and long term. If he can just get a grip on a few things in the US economy, the US dollar is going to head up. So I'm looking to sell Euro USD. I'm also looking to sell GBP USD, especially considering the way that the UK economy is going at the moment. It would be good to sell off GBP USD because it just works in correlation with how the world is right now. GBP JPY. I'm looking for somewhere in this. I haven't dropped down yet. I believe, yeah, look, we've just swept liquidity, or we've just come to a point where we can sweep liquidity here. I would like to see either, based off of this now, I'd like to see a 4-hour high created, and then that break of structure, change of character, whatever you want to call it, confirming that now I can trade to the upside. Or if not, I'd like to see us retrace back up here a little bit into this fair value gap, potentially here. But that's a bit deep, so maybe even just this one here currently, somewhere into the 50% zone of this whole fair value gap, so at least until here, and then I'll sell off again. However, we are selling off very heavily. Which is why I'm waiting for a little bit of calm in the market. I'm waiting for a little bit of calmness before I get aggressive with the markets, because I'm on my funded stage now, like I said, and you've all heard, and I want to just secure that payout and move on to purchasing a larger funded account just to make more progress. So yeah, I'm not going to jump the gun, and I advise all of you guys watching this video now to do the same thing. Don't jump the gun. You're better off taking long passing your account than you are blowing it. Every time. You're better off taking longer to do it than you are blowing an account. So just take your time, look at things logically. Even if you have to start working on the weekly chart to get overall direction, instead of getting caught up on the 1 hour and the daily, for example, do that. Master that first, and then move on to the lower time frames and trade in multiple times a week, for example. But just take your time at the start. That helped me a lot, and this is a piece of advice I'd like to pass on for people that actually do care about trading. However, that's all I'm looking for this week. I will be trading USD JPY. I just spoke about in another clip for another video how I lost this trade that I entered last week on USD JPY to head up. I lost this because I was hoping for us to head up to this area where I believe there was a high liquidity pool lying, and I was correct in my thinking. However, we just didn't have enough juice from the sell side liquidity. We hadn't swept enough sell side liquidity to push us all the way up here. So I am still positive that we will come up to these two zones in the coming weeks, if not 2 months. However, I was just jumping the gun because I wanted to trade, and I got into a little bit of a area where I was over trading, and this was an overtrade from my perspective, because I wanted to get that funded payout based on the problems I had with the payout getting denied and stuff. Psychology got to me a little bit, and here we are. Took a trade I shouldn't have taken. I was right with all my analysis in what happened to move the markets up. However, I didn't consider the fact that we were already so overbought. We had already created such high, 2 very strong legs to the upside, and I didn't wait for a retracement to occur, which is what I'm looking for this week, maybe next week, is to get in again on this similar trade idea, but at a more sensible zone. So that's another piece of advice I would give to traders. Don't be scared to double down on a decision, yet more logically the second time. If you've been in a trade and you get stopped out, however, the reasoning for everything was good, and this is why it's so important to journal your trades and understand what your mistakes you're making. Because I can see, in relation to my trading plan, which I haven't shown you guys yet, in relation to my trading plan, everything that happened here, I'll explain it to you. We basically had we had a 2-hour Fibonacci retracement from here to here. Boom, 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 retracement, blah, blah, blah. Then we had London lows get swept out, followed by a break of structure, and then a retracement into a 1 minute fair value gap. a 1 minute supply zone, which fits my trading plan perfectly. It also fits both of my trading plans perfectly. As I explained before, I swing trade I swing trade GBP JPY and USD JPY, and intraday scalp trade Euro USD. This trading plan, this trade right here that I was just showing you, this one right here, fits all the elements of my swing trading plan, bar for bar, and all the elements of my intraday trading plan that I only use on Euro USD. So because it fit both trading plans, I was like, and I didn't do that intentionally, it just happened to, my entry on my swing trade happened to line up with my typical entry on my scalp intraday trades. However, I'm utilizing my knowledge from scalping to get an entry on a swing. That's fine, and I could see, so I risked 1% on this instead of 0.5. However, the thing that I didn't consider is how overbought we were. Like I said, we've had 2 strong legs here. We've had one strong leg followed by a retracement. 2 strong legs. This is the second strong leg, and I got in at the top of the long leg just because I was so caught up with I want to trade, I want to get in on this market as I think I know where the direction's going. Always understand why you lost and look back on your losses. Don't enter trades straight away that you've just lost, again, for no reason, blindly. But if you come to the charts, look at the charts and see this happened, I did this, but I'm still confident in the direction. Double down on the decision. A lot of times your confidence is what will take you far in these markets. How many times have you said to yourself, this is what I want to see happen by the end of next week or by the end of this month, and it happens, but you don't trade, you don't get into these trades. It's your confidence. I lost this trade, I'm still 100% confident in market direction. That doesn't mean that I'm going to win the next trade, but I'm confident in market direction. I'm going to eventually get in on at the right place at the right time if I just hold my finger on the trigger and don't fire right now. If I just keep it there, ready to let it off, I'll get where I need to be and place the right trade at the right time. So double down on the decisions if you truly know what you're doing and you're confident in yourself, which you should be. You should not be entering trades you are not confident in anyway. But make sure you journal your trades and tell yourself, why did I lose this trade? What could have I done better to make this a better trade? What are the things that I did in comparison to my other trades, which means this trade shouldn't have been classed an A-class setup? Because now I can see I was at the top of a leg that had already made its move, and I still tried to get in. I was right in why I got in, because as you can see, I got in the trade. I got in the trade here. Where's my tool? Right here. And we went up for 85 pips, 81 pips. So we moved in the direction I expected us to move in, which means my analysis was correct. However, my insight and I didn't have a clear view of the bigger picture. I was focused on here. I was focused here when I should have been looking at everything. So don't make that mistake. And yeah, man, hope there was some information in this video. As I said, there's not really many trades I'm looking to take this week. However, we'll see what happens. Mr. Maintain out.